Dave, obviously it was a good win and a good start to your second caretaker spell last weekend. What's that done for the lads going into this week and the mood around the camp?
No, I think obviously it's important to get the result and to enjoy that winning feeling again. I think that was the most important thing. There was a lot of pressure on us going into the game. We put a lot of pressures on the players as well to make sure that we start the game as well as we could. We knew what was at stake and basically how we wanted the next 4 weeks to look, which was to finish the season as well as we possibly can. And I think the reaction in training has been great. Off the back of that victory, everyone's got a little bit more of a spring in their step, and training's been fantastic all week. So no, I think everyone's in a good place from that perspective.
Yeah, and obviously that, like you say, was the right result. And it pretty much means that we're safe, we won't get dragged into the kind of relegation battle. With that in mind, 4 games left, how do you keep the lads motivated and not seeing these games as dead rubbers?
Well, to be honest, that was never the message moving forward. That was the first message on the first day, was if anybody thinks there's nothing to play for now because you're in the bottom 6, you need to think again, because there's expectations that come with playing for such a big club. Every single time you pull on that jersey, you need to make sure you fight for your life for it. And now that's been the message moving forward, and I think that's going to continue between now and the end of the season.
Yeah, and there's been loads of distractions around the club, obviously, over the last 2 weeks, and particularly this week with big names being linked to the managerial job. How do you keep the players away from that and those distractions?
Because it's just speculation at the moment, and I think there's always going to be big names linked with it because of the size of the club. I mean, it's a fantastic club with great facilities, great fan base, a great city, and also there's a real good squad of players here. So I'm sure it'd be attractive for many managers, and I'm sure big names will keep coming forward. But the most important thing is the players understand exactly what's in front of them, which is games of football that need to be won. And that has to be all they focus on, is to be the best they can be every single time they come in the building, and to be the best they can be every time they put on the jersey. Yeah,
and the next one they're focusing on is Livingston. What do you expect from them?
It'll be a real tough game again. You know, they've had a fantastic season. Well, they missed out on the top 6 by a corner in the last minute of the game. So it just shows you how tight the league's been. They're level on us on points for a reason, so it'll be a tough game. It's always tough going there. But ultimately, I know if we play it as well as we can, we're more than good enough to go and get 3 points there, and we need to build on the result from last week.
Yeah, and in terms of team news, obviously Chris Cadden and James Scott went off injured. How are they looking?
Well, James, as expected, was just a little bit of cramp, I think, a bit of fatigue because he's not played many minutes. So to go and put 2 big shifts in back to back was great for him, and he's trained all week, so he's absolutely fine. And Cads, unfortunately, the game will come a little bit too soon for him, coming off his thigh, but has settled down fairly quickly, which is really positive. But we just have to see if he goes moving forward.
Yeah, on the positive side, Dimitri Mitra's been back, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been back in training the last couple of days, which is great to have him back around the squad. And also Darren McGregor, he's been back in training as well. So it's good that we're actually getting some bodies back, just into the training group at the right time of the season, really, just before, just to lift the players again between now and the end of the season and keep that competition there.
Yeah, how much of a boost is Daz being back? Obviously, at St Mirren, he was in the coaching gear. In terms of his experience and the energy that he brings to the group, how important is it that he's now fully fit and ready for you?
No, it's great. I think that was he's obviously trained all week and trained a couple of days last week, but the game probably just came too soon for him. But I think it's important to have people like Daz involved on match days, as he always is anyway, because he has such a big personality. You know, he's a leader in his own way. He's a model professional for any young player at the football club, and any player at the football club, just to the way he trains and how professional he is every single day and everything he does. So no, he's definitely a big asset to have at the club, and someone that is very helpful for me.
Yeah, and again, I guess the message to the lads is to make the fans proud and happy going into the summer.
Yeah, I think we need to continue that winning feeling. It's great to win at the weekend, but ultimately we need to keep pushing and try and build as much momentum moving in between now and the end of the season, and finish with as many points as we possibly can. With a 7th place finish, that has to be the target.
Absolutely, Dave. Thank you for speaking to us.
Thank you very much. Cheers.